Good morning, dear students, grade 7. This is Mr. Gamal with a new lesson of culture. This is page 360, early Korea. We have already finished Vietnam. This is Korea in the past, early Korea and early Koreans. Alright, we'll read together and explain the points. Let's start. Several thousand years ago, nomadic travelers from northeastern Asia made their way to the Korean peninsula. Korea's mountains, wild animals, and water resources led the nomads to stay there. So the start of Korea was it was a peninsula. You know peninsula? It is like a land surrounded by water from three sides. All right. The nomads, people who live in desert or mountains or so, and they move from place to place, they come to find Korea a better place to live in. So they stayed there. So they started what? Nomads. The early people of Korea lived in clans. So they grouped together to be, they were families. Group of families together were called what? Clans. So they were divided into clans, group of families, or group of related families. Some clans lived along Korea's coast, on the sea, all right, or the ocean, where they fished for food. So the source of their living was what? Not agriculture, not hunting, but fishing, all right. Other clans lived in the valleys of Korea's mountains. There they hunted deer and other animals and they gathered wild plants. So they were divided. Some part of them lived on fishing. Those who live on the coast lived on the coast. Others who lived in the mountains depend on hunting. Others depend on farming. So they acted, or they lived on the three activities: fishing, hunting, and farming. That's it. Later, they developed the peninsula's earliest farming in the rich soil of the valleys. So, part of these early Koreans lived on the coast. They used to live on fish. Other part who lived in mountains, they hunted. So, other part who live in rich soil of the valleys, a very good land to raise crops or to plant crops, they depend on what? Farming. The early Koreans were later joined by people from China. China again, as I told you before, China is very close to Korea and Vietnam together, who sailed east to Korea. The Chinese people mixed with the people already there. So the Chinese people mixed with the Koreans. This is in the past. Over time, clans became parts of tribes. This is the development of people. They start as families, then clans, then what? Tribes, like a group of clans together, which in turn join together to form what? States. So when a group of clans or tribes collect together, they can form what? State. By 300s BC, the most powerful state was Old Choson. Old Choson. This is the first kingdom in the Korean peninsula. They were called the Old Choson. The people of Old Choson began to use iron. To use what? Iron, tools and weapons. They also used horse-drawn chariots and irrigated their fields. They may have gotten these ideas from the Chinese. Alright, this is very important. So the people of Old Choson or Korea, they benefited from the Chinese, or they learned from the Chinese very important things. Using iron, using horse-drawn chariots, and the way of how to irrigate their fields. They got this from the Chinese. With these new technologies, Old Choson grew to be a large federation. Large what? Federation. What means federation? United States of America these days, it is a group of what? A group of countries together, or a group of states. more than 50 states together. This we call it federation or union. So federation is what? Union of states. Its capital city was what? Pyongyang. Pyongyang. All right? This is the capital city of this federation, which is the present-day capital of North Korea. Still the same of North Korea till now. In 108 BC, China's Han Army, remember the Han Army, the strong army of China, defeated Old Chosun, like it defeated Vietnam. Okay? China set up 4 districts there. All right, 4 districts like 4 kingdoms. As a result, many Chinese influences, including art and architecture, spread across the peninsula. So when the Chinese controlled Korea, their ideas and their influence spread all around. Chinese rule angered the Koreans. This is natural. After some time, the Koreans regained control of 3 districts. So when the Chinese controlled Korea, the Koreans resisted this, and resulted that they controlled or they regained the control of 3 districts out of 4. All right? This is the first part. Now the homework question: what was Old Chosun? What was Old Chosun? This is your homework. You can answer it and send to me, please, on the LMS. Study this page or this part of early Korea, and we'll meet again. Right? Thank you. See you later. Bye.